Hello and welcome to the second part of the trap bass tutorial. If you missed the first part, there'll be a link in the description. If you just came here for the sublayer, which we'll be making this one right here. In context. I know I messed up on the snare roll, but I'm not doing a tutorial on that. So let's get started on the sub bass. This is the leftover project from the last one. I'll probably have the full project for download in the description. I don't see why not. So getting the trap sound is actually really easy. We're going to start with a new massive patch. Then we're going to go down to a sine wave, down an octave, and that's just a sub bass right there. But obviously we want it to sound different than that. Let's keep the ramp going. Let's make another one. If you have two sine waves, one of a higher octave, just not as loud in the mix, it'll make it sound way more warm and full. Now if you remember in the last tutorial, we put a high pass filter at 130 because we don't want our bass signals merging and getting mud in the mix. No muddy. So we're going to put a low pass filter and put that at 130 as well. So our sounds aren't overlapping, making the mix muddy. That's how it is. So that's what we have right now. Let's turn up the, I already turned up the envelope. So we're good to go. All I'm going to do is add a compressor. Now compression's really important in bass sounds because you want to sidechain it for one, but I have a sidechain tutorial you can go watch. Because you want to get your sub bass. There she is. You want to get it as loud as possible without clipping, like the apparent volume. So I'm going to take, I guess I can just use this. And you're just going to draw out the notes. And that works. And what I like to do, just a little bit easier, if you hit Z, I'll take everything in focus. In focus, man. Should make photography tutorials too. All right, and then you just drag this shorter. And then just copy that for your whole bass. And just make sure it isn't quite as long as the note, so it has a little bit time to end and fall out before the next bass sound. And then once you have the ones separated, I mean, your beat will obviously be different. But you can do that and that. And that's that. All you got to do is sidechain it to the kick drum and you're good to go. So next thing we're going to do is the lead line. Now the lead line, I guess I'll make it in a different tutorial even though this one is really short. It's going to be this. So that's going to be in my next tutorial. Watch out for it, guys, because it's coming. Well, the links will be in the description, so it doesn't exist yet, but it is going to.